I realized that my student who is colorblind couldn't see the exact colors when it flashes on his computer screen, even large. So just these four rectangles would show up on his computer screen. And so he had to sit right in the front, and then he had to have another student right beside him explaining what each color is. So the problem is when you play the game, you're timed. So he was losing time and losing points then technically for having to have everything explained to him. And that, that wasn't really fair to him. And then when we did art projects, he would always have to go to the person behind him or beside him, and he'd pick up a crayon and say, is this yellow or is this a red? And so he would often get very frustrated with that. And a lot of things in the school are color-coded. All of my Chromebooks are color-coded, so we use the neon stickers. And so you have to match up what your color Chromebook is to the color charger, so that every kid has their exact slot, and then it's just easier for them to grab their Chromebooks every day. And so that was a struggle for him also. So I started realizing that as the year progressed, there were more and more frustrations, and he realized that he was different than everybody else. Even when it came to like spelling tests or writing, we had to give him darker lined paper because he could not see the red line, and he could not see the light blue lines on the paper.
So when I didn't have these glasses, it was like hard to see, so I needed someone to help me like find the colors to answers, and now I can find them myself.
How does that make you feel that you don't have to ask your classmates or your teachers to help within the classroom?
It feels good.
It feels like I took a big step to be able to see more colors.
How about you, Meyer?
Yeah, I had to ask people sitting beside me that like say we're coloring, like doing a art project or something. I always had to ask them, but now I just can do it myself.
In the beginning, before we started this, they're relearning all of their colors because they're seeing them as true, like the true color for the first time. So every time they rediscover something or realize that they can see something, you just watch. I mean, I looked over when I first gave him the glasses, and he picked up a pencil, and he put his glasses on, and he looked at the pencil, and he took his glasses off, and then he put them back on,
Aww.
and he took them back off, and then he would grab something else. I think it was an eraser, like a pink eraser, and he did the same thing. Put them on, took them off, put them on, took them off. And it was just so cool to see him like actually, then he got into his pencil box, and he was pulling out all kinds of colors that he could, finally
so cool.
readjust and start to actually see. Oh, I feel really bad. I didn't realize how much it actually affected them. And I feel like I should have thought of it way earlier in the school year. But, now just, answering those questions, being confident in, oh, I can see that on the board. Like this is,
That's so
cool. I
cool.
can read this chart. I can tell you that, 59% of these kids wanted chocolate ice cream or whatever it is. Even with the writing, like, my student will say, I don't need that paper. I'll take the regular paper.
What Rainbow Connection is?
Is it? Not fully, but I know it's like a group of like people that help with the community, kind of. But that's as much as I know. Oh yeah. Thank you all.
Mm-hmm.